Don't be like Daenerys and ignore the bell. Hit it, Dracarys. Hey guys, welcome to our fifth episode of the fifth episode of Game of Thrones. This is the fifth episode, and the episode, yeah, you know how it works. So we have just watched the fifth episode, one watch only. I think this is an episode that deserves a second watch.
Yeah, maybe I'll hate it less then.
I will watch it once more, but we decided to do the review before we watch it a second time because and there's so much to talk about. So let's quickly recap the episode, and I made some notes, so we'll go over that in a bit. So let's recap the episode from the start.
Okay.
We'll quickly run through the major plot points. Yeah. So starts off with a very there was a lot of predictability in this episode. There's a couple things that I knew would happen, and it's stuff that's been building up.
True.
And we'll get to it later. Let's go through the plots. We start with Varys.
Yes.
And I knew at the end of last episode that Varys had to go.
True.
And he went exactly how.
That was not a surprise at all, actually.
Yeah, but why would you not show him? Again, the Game of Thrones is known for gore, and you keep cutting away from the action.
But that scene, when Daenerys, when they're on the beach, okay, so Varys has been writing letters saying that Jon is the true heir to the throne, so he's already committing treason.
Who's he sending the letters to?
Everyone else. कौन बचा कौन है?
Dawn. है कौन?
और है कौन पता नहीं. जिनको भी भेज रहा है भैया भेज रहा है. And then Tyrion, actually, to save his life also, I guess, tells Daenerys के ये होने वाला है. Varys knows that Jon is the correct heir to the throne, and then Daenerys decides to execute him. So they're on the beach, वो जलाएगी उसको, and they're talking, and then Drogon just makes an entry from behind the dragon. It's it's night, and Drogon it was a very beautiful scene.
No, it was done really well.
Like that,
in fact, I have to say the entire episode from a shooting point of view.
It was beautiful. It was like a painting.
No, this episode was really good. That visually it was quite stunning. I mean, no doubt. I mean, I think everybody who's worked the crew and the cast, there was this one scene later in the episode where you have these big, huge, what do you call those?
The scorpions.
The scorpions.
Yeah.
It moves, and you see a well-constructed, sculpted tiger, face of a tiger.
Yeah.
I guess the Lannister is
Lion.
Sorry, lion. Yeah, it's a lion. Sorry, my bad. Don't have to troll me. I'm a human being. But it was so beautifully done. I was like, wow, that So Varys is done. Let's continue. Varys is done, and then we have a brooding Dany.
Yes, an angry Daenerys Targaryen.
She's like, Jon betrayed me, and then after she admits, and she's right, Jon did betray her.
Sorry.
The next.
I'm still sick.
The next thing she does is.
Next thing she does.
Dracarys.
Yeah. No, but I like that Jon and she also had a moment together where she kisses him because she's a Targaryen. Unke liye, it's not that big a deal that he's related to her.
Or Jon ka khada
and Jon is just like...
Jon is like not into Dany anymore.
I mean, she's his aunt. Like, it's just weird after.
But
he does love her, but
he hasn't said that.
Yeah, because not to hurt her feelings.
But so this is the problem I have with Jon Snow as a character.
वो कुछ बोलता नहीं है.
Jon Snow
जो बोलता है तो stupid चीज़ें बोलता है.
Jon Snow is the vanilla ice cream of Game of Thrones.
Yes.
He's the कुछ नहीं है अभी.
No doubt, yeah.
Even
Daenerys has like some spunk.
Every character has a point of view except for Jon Snow. Jon Snow's point of view is I don't want it.
Yeah.
That's
Jon
it.
Snow is like,
I don't want a throne. I don't want to have sex.
Yeah. I don't want money. I don't want power. I want this. Yeah. It's
I don't want to kill people.
Boring.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to
seriously, like, come on, kill some people.
Come on, Jon.
So moving on to where are we? So now she and Jon ka nahi ho raha hai, and then she's like, so I guess fear it will.
Yeah.
And at that point, Jon can easily be like, no, fear is not the only way. There is hope, but no. Jon doesn't say shit.
Yeah.
And Jon is as a sort of if you have to blame someone for Daenerys' demise, her mental state. Jon and
Tyrion also, I think, have played an important part in making her lose her mind a little. Because Jon, I mean, she sees him as a partner, even if he doesn't see her now anymore. He has not played a good partner to her.
Dude, he's awful. He's an awful partner.
Yeah, he's not a very good.
I mean, no wonder Ygritte was shooting arrows at him.
Yeah, imagine दोनों लड़कियों को मारना है Jon को.
Yeah. So I think Jon Snow as a character is such a poorly written, and I know. I'm so excited for these books to come out because the books are going to do such a better job of this.
And I had stopped reading the books after book 2 because the show had started going in a different direction. I was like, you know what, I'll just go with the show. I'll read the books later. And I regret it because, oh my god, the books are definitely, whatever I've read, are definitely better than this.
So I mean, we then, after we sort of start building up to the event. When she says, fear it is. And then we have this golden company, Sans elephants.
The biggest.
Who have come all the way, 20,000 men.
So much pomp and show. Like Kalank only.
Yeah.
Full good trailer, good looking, everything. They've come and they're like, piss.
My God, they get blasted through in no time.
Yeah.
I think that's a part of the subverting expectations, build up and poof.
And then poof.
Like Night King se ये होता ना.
हाँ. वो तो कब से build up हो रहा था.
Winter is coming. 8
winter
years.
Came, went.
Winter has come and gone. Now it's back to summer. Nobody knows.
No one cares.
So the Golden Company come and this.
And even Euron Greyjoy's fleet, they could successfully kill Rhaegal the previous episode. Rhaegal or Viserys? No, Rhaegal. Sorry. And
Viserys was already done.
He was Ice Dragon. Yeah. And in this one, Daenerys like, whatever, I know new tricks. I mean, it looked the same, but this.
Yeah, I don't know what she did any differently except for fly around and why didn't she just do this in the previous episode?
I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea.
So
exactly, things like that. I love this show so much. I want to love every scene of it. It's one of my favorite shows, but it just some shit is so disappointing to watch. You're just like, why are you making a fool of me?
You know what it is?
I don't know. They've simplified it, right?
When you watch a movie that's written and constructed well, you don't question the logic.
Yeah.
This is why when we're sitting in Hindi movies, many Hindi movies, movies like Kalank and whatnot, which have logic fail type of movies, you can't help but point out the flaws.
Exactly.
Why should because it's not been thought out, and so the audience sees
it's not convincing enough.
Correct.
Yeah.
So. That's why, and I have to compare again, go back to comparing this show to for example, Breaking Bad, because you also have a character transitioning from, let's say, from good to bad or whatever you want. But the transition happens so smoothly, and here with Daenerys, that transition is very, very abrupt.
It's very abrupt, and I know a lot of even the makers and everything in their interviews are saying that she was always, going to be the Mad Queen. She always showed a certain coldness to death. In an interview, I think one of the D's, D&D, whoever. They
Dumb
said,
and Dumber. That's what we called now.
They said that she didn't show a lot of remorse when her brother was killed by Khal Drogo, so that shows that she's been a cold person. That brother used to abuse her. He got her married off to Khal Drogo, who has raped her on the first night. How will she show any sympathy to this? I mean, how is that your logic to make her the Mad Queen later? I mean, I don't know. It wasn't convincing enough. It was very... It happened too quickly.
Yeah, but there was just such a great moment. There's very few great moments in that, but this was probably the best moment for me is when the bell's ringing. She's destroyed the Golden Company. She's destroyed the Euron magically has again survived because
of course he has.
He can't just go out like that, right? You have to the plot armor thing. He has to go out and he's fighting Jaime, and then of course Jaime can't die there because Jaime's got plot armor. He has to go protect Cersei.
Yeah.
That
was also pointless, huh? That fight.
Yeah, it was pointless. No, but there's this moment where Cersei descends into madness. Literally, she's like, and it's good, really good acting by Emilia Clarke. And for whatever was given to her, I think she had.
Yeah, she did a great job, honestly.
And Jon looks at Davos, and Davos looks at Jon, and they're like, hey man, are we the bad guys here? And
could this be the turn of events we never thought?
Yeah, it's like, holy shit, we are the bad guys. And,
awkward.
And then he kills one of the Northmen who's trying to
rape her.
Yeah, but that's the Dothraki way. I mean, the Dothraki go pillage and
that's
rape.
Even everyone. I mean, all soldiers do that.
No. I mean, and Lord Eddard Stark's soldiers never did that. He was very, very noble.
Okay, fine.
But there has been lots of for example, the Ironborn or the Boltons, known to
rape, of course.
do all those kind of things.
And that's taken from history only. But honestly, I was telling you about this before you shot. Anytime the camera would be close up on Jon's face, I could just remember I have made a huge mistake to be the subtitle
I just thought of the Curb Your Enthusiasm theme. Boom, boom, boom.
Oopsie, yeah. It was quite funny.
I have to say, if Jon's such a boring character, and is it the actor? He's just a bad actor?
No, he's good. Yeah. He's good when he's given the material. I think it's for all of them. Even Emilia Clarke in season 2 and 3, she was just repeating the same things. Where are my dragons? Where are my dragons? It was very boring. But when you give her material to perform, she actually does a good job. And the same thing with Kit Harington. They're all talented. It just... I don't know, man. This episode really bored me. Not even anything else.
I wasn't bored. I wasn't bored because all I could think of about was what... because this episode revealed a lot of plot points that we were building up to anyway, and I think these plot points will be reflected in the book.
Yeah.
They'll be done in a much more mature way, for sure.
Hopefully.
Let's
and there were important deaths in this episode.
Yeah, let's talk about quickly Tyrion freeing Jaime.
Because Jaime had freed Tyrion, call back.
It's just what are you doing, buddy? So this is Tyrion, who's one of the most brilliant men in Westeros. This is a plan. I'm gonna free my brother, who's gonna convince Cersei to chill
and leave, and they'll go.
How many times has he done this? He's done this in season 7. He's done this in the previous episode.
And I'm not understanding how. Okay, I still though I don't agree with it completely, I still get Jaime going back to Cersei. It's a toxic relationship. They're in love with each other. She's pregnant. All of that.
I feel like this is coming from home somehow.
Home?
Toxic relationships.
But it is. I mean,
you very... okay.
I mean, it is. But no, I'm saying Cersei has literally not left one chance to kill off Tyrion. Matlab, she would execute him in the season 4, this thing, if Martell hadn't come to fight for him.
Yeah.
I'm not understanding the sudden wave of sympathy Tyrion suddenly has for Cersei. They hated each other. And it just, I don't know, if he can kill Tywin, then why can't he have the same bloodlust for Cersei, who's been actually worse to him than Tywin has?
And what's Bronn doing in this again?
I don't know, man. I don't get it. That why does he suddenly want a Nobel Peace Prize for Tyrion, which is that's not characteristic of him.
So after we go through this, let's do this. I want to talk about some changes I would have made, just small changes to make the show so much better.
Please
Now let's go back to this. We've got the Euron scene with
Jaime and Euron are fighting.
Yeah, and of course I knew that Jaime would win that little battle because
he's Jaime.
Yeah. And then Euron, of course, that smile. I'm the man who killed Jaime Lannister.
And Euron has killed a dragon before that, but this is his big...
Correct. Dude,
bono.
You killed a freaking flying beast. That is your claim to fame.
Yeah, you're killing being a dragon man.
Being a dragon slayer.
Yeah.
That's so retarded. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
Then we have...
But got to give him credit. He was annoying from day one and he was annoying in the end also. So that stayed.
And so we have this moment where she, a queen has gone mad and in a sense that us getting now completely burned to the ground.
Yeah.
And Qyburne's like, hey, we gotta go, bitch. I ain't gonna die here with you. Yeah. I think that's my favorite death, by the way. Qyburne's death. It was like, it's like taking one of those machhar wale rackets and basically.
So it was exactly that.
Because this is one of the smartest men, he
was basically the entire small council, one man.
Yeah.
So see, pura wo master whisperer tha, hand of queen tha, sab cheez tha.
I quite enjoyed that squish.
I saw it. It was really funny.
Again, Clegane Bowl, I think the Sander versus the Mountain. Uska naam kya hai?
Mountain.
Mountain ka asli naam kya hai?
Gregor
versus Sandor was little very like bone identity type fight,
I don't know, man.
It was okay.
Yeah, same. I didn't have a lot of...
I mean, at the end, I knew that the only way to kill something that's already dead is to burn it.
I just found it funny when he's unmasked and like his thing comes off. He just looked like a watered version of Varys to me. He just looked like Varys.
No, he looked like Varys.
Like, okay.
He looked like Varys with steroids and polio.
Yeah, steroids and polio. Beautiful. Together. Yeah, he looked like a diseased Varys. It was just, I was like, okay, I don't know.
No, I mean, that was a great moment between Arya and she says his name, right?
Yeah, Sandor.
So subtlety there, Sandor. She says his name and okay, so Arya. Now Arya is like, how many lives does she have in this episode?
Fuck.
Like
all her 9 lives.
Everyone's just dying and she's just like and then and whenever Arya goes to this group of people, she's like if you stay you'll die, if you come with me you'll live, and they all die.
Yeah, they all die. And like there's one there's that lady who is hiding in the Red Keep and Arya like no you have to run. Dead. They're running, she dies. She's like oops, okay.
That little kid, if you notice, if you guys watch it again, that little kid is holding a white horse the whole time. Little toy of a white horse. And in the end of the episode you see a white horse.
What was that?
So that's symbolism. That's some BS symbolism. That horse is... So there's a theory that the horse may be Bran walking into an animal.
Yeah, I read a joke that Bran said an Uber horse for Arya to pick her up. Yeah, that was quite funny.
That, the horse didn't be like, is your name... Confirm you confirm
Arya? OTP DJ. But I don't know why it required like a 5-minute long stare off between Arya and the horse, or maybe it felt 3 hours long to me, that scene, because I was just like kya
I mean it's the quiet after the storm, right? It's they're trying to be poetic about the whole thing because if you guys remember back few episodes, she had this vision where she was walking, Daenerys was walking by the Iron Throne and everything. It was like snowing. Maybe it was not snow, maybe it was
ashes,
although there were icicles there. So maybe it was snow. Again, winter was supposed to show up, but it doesn't seem very wintry at all.
It's nice summer, balmy.
Yeah,
chilling. Good vacation.
It's chilling. Do we leave anything out from a plot point? We covered I knew that Grey Worm is going to go nuts and like cause a riot. And I think Grey Worm,
that seemed justified though in so exactly. I didn't have a problem with that. I was just like, yeah, okay, cool. It makes sense for Grey Worm to lose his shit. He lost the love of his life. These people are mad. He doesn't like any of them. He should, and he is an Unsullied. They're all trained to be warriors. They're not suddenly going to become all...
No, I mean, and Daenerys freed them, right?
Yeah, so they can do whatever they want to.
So that's why they follow.
And Daenerys, okay, so again, the bells were ringing and everything, and then she still decides to kill the children and the
घंटे को घंटा दे दिया.
Basically. Because they didn't they weren't obeying. Like what do you think? I mean, why would she kill innocent civilians? Like, what was the reasoning behind it?
Well, I mean,
like, okay, Mad Queen, but why?
Yeah. I think the reasoning is like she tells John when they are privately together. There is no way now anybody who can oppose her.
Oh,
there is no force. Even if John rallies
fear and love, yes. So she says she chooses fear.
Let's say John rallies the Northmen and the Dornish and even the Reach and everybody, all
jo bhi bache kuch
6 kingdoms, whatever is left, they all rally against her. She will still win. There is nothing that they have. There's nothing that they have.
Okay.
Also, because of fear, many people won't even go on John's side. So in other words, now it's honor versus fear. Honor on John's side and fear on hers.
Side. Okay.
Who's going to win? So the way George R. Martin writes this show, I mean, with this killing of Ned Stark in the first season means what? Person who's the most honorable lord in the gone.
The hero, basically, the quintessential hero of season 1. The
person that you would think the kind of character who'd win the day is knocked off initially. So that's what set this. Why do we care otherwise? Otherwise it becomes James Bond, right? James Bond is going to win the day. He's going to beat the villain.
True.
And the whole idea of this show was that, you know what, that may not happen here. That's so let's talk about the changes I would have made first of all. I think for the changes to take effect, I think we have to go back a few episodes. First of all, the worst episode of this was probably the 4th one, the previous one. I think killing Rhaegal like that, the way they did was really insane.
That's what made me sick.
Yeah, because what you're showing is, hey, it doesn't match up. It doesn't match. It's almost like disconnected, right? It's like two different teams.
And just for shock value, you can't. I don't know, man. They could have shocked us in better ways.
I think obviously the way the Night King story, I think it's beautiful that the real villain we all thought was the Night King. Then we all thought was Cersei, and turns out Daenerys is the real villain. That I think is incredible.
Good plot twist.
And I think that's something that George R. Martin has done. There's no way that Dumb and Dumber could have come up with that. And
they're going to tackle Star Wars next, so.
Good luck for your Star Wars fan. We are not doing any podcast on that. I don't even want to watch it. Let them. I think whatever. Whatever. So I think there's this really great theory that never came to fruition about Bran being the Night King.
Yeah.
And it made so much sense, and it was so beautiful for that to happen. And if that was the case, then I think episode 3 and 4 would have been like really like way more meaningful.
Yeah.
The one problem with this episode was that the Daenerys track is too short, so they could have had another season and showed her slowly.
Exactly. Okay, and that's what I'm saying. If you have 6 episodes, 10 kar lo yaar. I know paise diya HBO ne. I've read too much about this. They wanted to keep it to 6 episodes only, but just give her something more. Dumb and Dumber.
Okay.
Just give her something more, man. This whole, I get it, the anger, and I understand that Daenerys' first option is to do Dracarys and kill people. They've shown that, but just. Whenever she's killed someone, it's been maybe not 100% but somewhat justified. Like even Ned Stark beheads that man who runs away from the Night's Watch in episode 1. So yes, Jon Snow also killed those people who betrayed him. So killing is fine. People do that. Kings and queens do that. But this is just too, I don't know, it was just too sudden. And I'm
but
like,
I think,
why?
Let me play devil's advocate. Like, I didn't like the 4th episode because the logic fails. I think the 5th episode, this new one, has done some justice and redeemed themselves in some ways.
Okay.
The problem is, of course, the length of time is too short. You're trying to squeeze too much into a short time. That's why and it feels rushed. But if you can bear with that criticism and move forward from that, take that in your stride, I think wasn't that bad.
Okay. I'll watch it again. And hopefully change.
I mean, I think a lot of characters who are living right now should have already been dead. I think Bran should have died in episode 3.
I've read a spoiler thread.
What?
Should I give spoilers for the next episode?
No, don't give spoilers for the next episode. Let's go back only.
No, then let it be.
Yeah, we don't know. Maybe there's a big plot twist left because there's still 90 minutes of Game of Thrones left, right?
Yeah.
Who knows? See, we know that now there's no one who can stand up against Daenerys. Not Jon Snow.
Someone will.
The only way that's possible is someone walks into the dragon and the dragon eats her up or some shit like that. But this is a total guess. It's not a spoiler.
Or maybe it'll be like how the king died, like how Jaime killed the Kingslayer.
Someone has to
stab her.
Okay, so let's just backtrack a couple things. I think I made some notes that I had a theory that the Night King is Bran. So here's the thing: if you guys remember episode 3, he just walks into the ravens. That's
chilling.
Just what is the point of that? I think what should have happened is, Theon is next to him. Theon knows that they're losing. They know the Night King's coming for them. Whatever plans they had, plans are failing.
Right.
At that point, Bran should have walked into the past instead of going to the Ravens then he should have gone to the past to see how the hell did the ancient Starks kill the White Walkers or push the White Walkers down the wall earlier. I think doing that would have been at least to find some clues to defeat the Night King.
Yeah.
I think what should have happened is, the scene where the children of the forest take the dagger and put the dagger into the chest. I think Bran should have reached there. He should have gone that far back, reached there, and he should have walked into that man.
Yeah.
And while he's trying to convince the children of the forest not to do this or trying to figure out what to do it, he gets stabbed. As Bran is inside that man. And then suddenly he gets stuck there. And that effect of that stabbing and him turning into the Night King screws Bran up.
He would have died there.
So basically what happened with Hodor now happens with Bran.
Yeah.
So now Night King years later has come back to kill Bran for that reason.
So that he doesn't go get back into
to correct the cycle. So Bran had to go, and if it's really confusing, you guys can DM me. I'll send you a link to like some people who've written way more in-depth theories about this.
And that's the thing, right? Because Martin hasn't come up with new books, and the seasons are going like this. People are coming up with such rich theories, and of course, like nerds like us are reading all of them. So our expectations are already there, and when it happens, like something so basic, you're just like.
Yeah,
what? Why?
Like such a beautiful theory about why Aerys, the Mad King, went mad. Right. It's because
the whispers or something
and the whispers came from Bran.
Yeah.
Bran was basically telling him, "Listen, buddy, we need wildfire, and because we need to burn them all." And by burn them all, he meant burn the undead. That the only way we beat them is by launching wildfire into them and kill them all.
Killing them. But he mistook the message.
But because of the problem in the green series and how Bran wasn't like an expert at it and like raw at it, he was never. He was just good enough, but he didn't have enough time to train. The king goes mad.
Yeah.
And that makes so much more sense than just, he's a product of incest, so mad.
That's true. And that's what it's so rich, the whole literature about it. And even like you were talking about the Duncan Egg stories, it's a very big universe. And the thing is that the first 4 seasons have been so spectacular that it's just heartbreaking to see that it's going to end so simply.
So I would suggest, I've written one note. One small change in this episode would have made this episode like from a good episode to a great episode. The episode is where Dany has no intention of actually harming innocent people at the start, but inadvertently does it. And what happens is that Cersei, in her last final act, Cersei knows that she's going.
Yeah.
So Cersei has instructed Qyburn, or maybe it's Qyburn's plan together. They've hashed a plan to put wildfire all over King's Landing.
Right.
And as she knows that Daenerys is coming, so she lights up the wildfire.
Right.
And it looks like
Daenerys is the cause
of it. Right?
Exactly.
And so while Cersei dies and Qyburn die...
Everybody blames Daenerys for it.
Correct.
Yeah.
And what should have happened right there and then is Grey Worm should look around and see the Unsullied being burnt. Arya's face should have been burnt. At least
कुछ तो कितना पिटी है कुछ नहीं हुआ उसको.
That transfer of the halfway face from Sandor should have gone to Arya.
Yeah.
And Jon should have seen stressing that. This would have had such
made some kind of an emotional connect to what has happened in this episode. Otherwise it just feels so flat, the whole thing. And humanizing Cersei, I am pissed now. Okay, how many... she was ready to kill Tyrion at every opportunity, and now no, but you're a mother. No, you can be a mother but also a horrible human being. This whore versus Madonna complex really needs to stop with people. But just... I don't know. I still understand Jaime doing this, but I can't wrap my head around Tyrion being this Team Cersei suddenly.
And just the kill by the bricks at the end...
Yeah, jiye to saath jiye, mare to saath mare, twins. It's just even Jaime's...
Very Subhash guy.
Very Bollywood.
Very Bollywood,
this man also, he's like, comes back to her and he's like, no one else. I never really cared about the people. If he didn't care about the people, he wouldn't kill the Mad King.
Yeah.
It's not making sense to just...
So the problem again, dragon dying in previous episode, this episode not dying, doesn't make sense. Now we know the next episode, if the dragon lives at the end of the episode, that there is no way Daenerys is not going to be it's going to be Daenerys.
Yeah.
I think the first thing that's going to happen as soon as the episode starts is the dragon is going to destroy the Iron Throne itself.
Yeah.
They're going to just completely destroy and like there will be no Iron Throne.
5-minute episode. Okay, bye guys.
No. then we have to have... If Daenerys had seen the effect that the war is having on her own people, on Unsullied.
Exactly.
If she had seen Arya's face, if she had seen Jon,
And that's what this used to do. The show used to do that. It used to show us the perils of war. It wasn't just a war thing, You used to see deaths. You used to see people getting affected by what is happening. This episode was just flat out, chalo.
No, because we didn't see that. We didn't see the aftermath except for a white horse.
Yeah.
That's all we saw.
Exactly.
And of course... I think something again, this plot armor thing is kind of BS because it goes back to like, how can they die? They have something to do.
Yeah.
You know, and like, just a simple thing like where Sander had died trying to get to the mountain. He never got a chance to find. We don't get Clegane Bowl, but the transfer of his revenge now moves to Arya, and Arya fights the mountain and somehow outwits him.
Yeah,
that
she can kill the Night. I don't understand how it was more difficult to kill the mountain than the Night King.
Yeah,
like nothing's happening to me.
Yeah. All the villains have been more formidable. Whether it's Ramsay Bolton, whether it's Euron Greyjoy, Cersei, Qyburn, they all have been more formidable than the Night King,
which is just
bullshit.
Which is a bit
of I mean, but that's a previous episode.
Yeah.
So we've already discussed this and already slammed that episode. This episode overall was a little bit of redemption.
Yeah, Qyburn's death was fun.
That was the favorite death was Qyburn.
Yeah.
Least favorite death.
Jaime and Cersei. Yeah. I didn't like the way they died. Yeah. I think Cersei deserved a worse death, and I'm saying this. I like Cersei. So
I just don't like it when they cut away from the gore. I mean, the whole show, you have to show the gore. Right? I want to see Varys like go
burnt to crisp. Yeah, exactly.
You want to.
Varys I wasn't really invested in, so I didn't care. But,
and I think I'm just so bored with Jon Snow. I don't understand. If you're a woman out there and you have a crush on Jon Snow, I just have to question your decisions because...
That's fine. He's a noble man. I don't have a crush on Jon Snow, so I don't relate to it.
He's a noble man from what sense?
I think he'll be the one to kill Daenerys in the next episode.
Yeah, we all think that.
But who knows, man?
Now they'll subvert it, right? Now I'm telling you, the dragon only would be like, छोड़ I'm not इसको खत्म कर
खाना नहीं मिल रहा है यहाँ पे मैं तेरे
you know what? यही होना चाहिए. Dragon eats her and then sits on the Iron Throne.
Best.
Like मैं ही बैठेगा इधर. Anyway, you know, he'll just eat. You know,
it makes much more sense.
He's like, I'm basically living in a tandoor anyway, right?
But I swear, dude, I think after half of the episode when like the fire kept going on, I was just like, I don't even give a fuck anymore.
It reminded me of when Cheetia come into the office and you get a hit wala spray and like
exactly.
That's what it was.
Predictions for the next episode? I think Daenerys will be killed.
I think predictions Daenerys. I hope not. You know what? Let the bad person. And she does it all alone. I think Daenerys will go mad and she'll be alone. It'll be like a big tower. It'll be her and a dragon, and she'll just be like punching herself in the face. I'm not crazy. I
would love that episode.
She'll be putting lipstick all over her face.
Okay, yeah. Those typical, she'll cut her hair and she'll put lipstick. Yeah, the whole mental breakdown they show women all the time.
She'll be going on Instagram being like,
Instagram, nice. Good update.
Westerogram. But she also has plenty of armies in Essos, which we've just forgotten about.
वो लोग plane ship से लेके आ जाएगी.
नहीं, वो तो भूल गए. They've forgotten everything, man. No one cares anymore.
Now
it's simplification. कितना simplify कर सकते हैं.
And that sucks. That breaks my heart, really. Yeah, to make it so simple, to make it so...
तुम लोगों को याद है Stannis was the prince who was promised because the Red God said so.
Yeah. Then
and you know they burnt a little girl. You guys remember that?
Do you remember that? Yeah.
For what?
No
Just
idea.
to shock us.
Yeah. Stannis' death happened off screen, man. I mean, anyway. Okay.
Yeah. Were you satisfied with Clegane Bowl?
It looked pretty, but I'm telling you, my investment just went away after a point. It just withered away after like 15-20 minutes of the episode. I was just like, what's going on? I mean, I know this is going to happen. I know Mountain and Hound are going to kill each other, but just... And then again, he's stabbing him, like, nahi mara. He's stabbing him again, nahi mara. I'm just like, shut up, kya ho raha hai tum
when things are expected and happen exactly like that, you're like... do you think elephants would have mattered? You think if they had elephants...
I don't know. Oh, what happened?
I think I don't think it would have mattered. I think Drogon just been like, more food for me.
Exactly. It would just help Drogon's fat intake, I guess. I don't think elephants would have.
How do dragons reproduce? Can Drogon pop out another baby dragon?
Never thought about this. Maybe I should. Maybe you should research. If you all know how dragons can reproduce, please comments में लिखिए और हमें बता दीजिए.
All right. ठीक है, let's see what happens now. I mean, I'm happy that this was better than previous. I'm glad the whole thing happened during the day.
Yeah, thank God I could see.
You don't have to adjust your TV sets.
Yeah.
I still feel Tyrion is one of the stupidest characters now from the smartest characters.
What have they done to Tyrion?
And
I think Tyrion will be tried for treason now because he made Jaime escape.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, no?
I mean, one episode is left, 90 minutes are left.
I mean, nobody knows. Honestly, like nobody knows.
No one knows where everyone is.
Yeah, and what's happening now. Nobody knows anything anymore. I just know that now Grey Worm has seen Jon Snow tell his people to stand back, and then Jon Snow himself has killed a Northman. So I wonder if that. See now, that's the consequence of that. Now where does Jon Snow stand?
Yeah, I think he'll stand with the.
No, I think who's gonna have his back? Let's be honest. Who's gonna have Jon Snow's back at the end of this? Besides Arya.
If he kills Daenerys, then his family.
How is he gonna get to her?
Then they're lovers, yeah. Not anymore. I don't know. But I think he's going to be the one to.
Come on, I mean the first thing Grey Worm is going to be like, hey, listen, this guy.
So Daenerys, देख ले.
ये चालू है थोड़ा.
हाँ, थोड़ा तेरा boyfriend ना यहाँ वहाँ नजर घुमा.
Vanilla ice cream है ना, एकदम.
Vanilla ice cream.
He wants to be strawberry.
Yeah. Oh no.
So.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Okay.
I again going back. I just love the fact that the real villain of the story is Daenerys. I think that's beautiful.
Same. I just hope they did it better. I just hope they gave it more meat like they always do to other characters. I think Daenerys was just nainsafi हुई उसके साथ.
Yeah, and I missed the fact that Cersei should have been burnt.
See, burnt or murdered by Arya. Something. She does not deserve a death as poetic as this, like where she's with her twin and they're hugging each other. I don't know, man. It was too romantic for me. I didn't like it.
And what is the plot point with the child? What is the purpose of the child?
And she's not even showing, man. कितने महीनों से pregnant है? She like skinny as always.
Doesn't matter. They go from Winterfell to King's Landing to Winterfell.
In one night.
Like this. So it doesn't matter.
Arya पहुंच गई. हम लोग क्या?
अच्छा, एक prediction है कि next episode पे Bronn को High Garden मिलेगा 100%.
तो बचा भी है High Garden.
है ना, क्यों नहीं? High Garden बाजू में है.
हाँ.
उधर High है.
वो Daenerys
वेट कर रहा है. Joint फूक रहा है.
Maybe. I would like that for Bronn actually. That'd be fun.
Any other characters that we've left out? I think
Sansa will be the warden of the north. मतलब वो तो वहाँ पे chill कर रही है ना. I don't think there'll be anything.
Bran क्या कर रहा है पता नहीं. Bran is just CCTV पे देख रहा है क्या हो रहा है.
You think they'll make Bran the king? No. He's
not Bran.
Yeah, whatever he is. You think they make that creature that he is?
Torment. King of the North.
We are going, okay. And the Brienne को बना दो तब.
हाँ चलो. Anyway, okay guys, leave your comments of what you guys thought about the episode. If you hated it, let us know. If you liked it, let us know. All opinions are valid. You know, I like how people are like, "Arey, you said last episode was great. Now you're saying this episode is bad. You can't make up your mind." We are allowed to do that. That's a part of
different episodes.
And also,
and this is our personal opinion.
Yes,
we are different people.
And we are also like fans, just like you are. If you're not a fan and you've reached this far, I don't know what you're doing. You're probably just in love with Shreemi then.
No, I don't think so. I don't think there are such nice people in this world. But
you never know a couple guys. Actually, if someone's just watching just because they're in love with you, that's kind of creepy.
Let's not talk about this.
Okay, on the creepy note.
Creepy note, yes.
Make sure you leave a comment on what you thought, like a proper, like thoughtful.
Yes, please give your analysis about the episode.
Don't leave a tutty comment.
And definitely the prediction.
Yeah, and yes, I know that the IPL final was a better script than this, but
Mukesh Ambani is a better scriptwriter than anyone else. But yeah, you think it was fixed?
No.
Come on.
No.
Little bit.
No.
Is she doing all that Bhagwan thing? I think it was.
I'll tell you why it's not possible why it's fixed. Because the incentives of match fixing have changed.
Okay. Fine.
Read this book called Freakonomics. And anyone ever does this because of incentives, right? So the incentives to cheat in the 90s was a lot more because there was no internet, nobody gives a shit, and the money you made was so little. Today the money is so much higher. And if you get caught, if a player gets caught today cheating in IPL, you're finished. I'm just on my page will brutalize you. Imagine there's probably a million people like
true.
Meme pages and social media and newspapers. You will be brutalized. Look at Srisanth. He's just a joke now.
He is though.
So that's what will happen.
Yeah, but one thing is God listens to Neeta ji. Like she does one prayer and he listens to us. Great only. Now listen to us.
God भी बिका हुआ है फिर.
है ना वही ना. Only rich people. But cool. Great. Bye. Thank you guys. Last episode next week.
Like, share,
subscribe.
हाँ.
Like, share, subscribe.
हाँ, subscribe भी कर लो. हाँ.
Yeah, just do it. Please post nice comments only, not mean ones. Thank you. I'm very sick. Going to die soon.